Right, as we try and get all of that sorted, remember we still have Janet Otieno coming on in just a few minutes here, and she's going to be sharing her music with us. She also has a new release out, so you want to be on the lookout for that. Once again, 111 444 111 is the SMS line, and keep it locked right here. Whoop. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And here with DJ Sadiq and, of course, myself. And now our guest for this segment, her name is Janet Otieno. Karibu sana to the show once again.
Asante
great
sana,
to have you here. You're looking great, by the way.
Thank you. Look amazing.
Thank you. We're almost color-coded, at least
telling
with
you,
shades
just
of green.
the shades of green, yeah.
Black.
Tuko sawa na black.
Clean.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. You look really good. You have a new song out, and we're going to be discussing it in a few.
Yes.
But maybe in case someone is tuning in for the first time and they've never actually gotten to interact with you, tell us a bit about where your journey began.
My journey began in, my journey of music it started in 2013. That's towards the end of the year. And yeah, I started by with the song Napokea Kwako, you know, Napokea Kwako, a collaboration with Christina Shusho.
Yes, big song.
Yes, we thank God, thank God. So that's where my journey started.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about doing a collaboration, and that was your first song?
Yes.
Wow. I know a lot of people who are, you know, upcoming talent, and I'm sure Sadiq you'll be able to reflect on this as well. But I know there's a lot of upcoming talent who really want to do it the way Janet Otieno did it, which means Christina Shusho is already, I guess, a name out there.
Yes.
And they want to have their first song be this
Kwanzia
collabo with
juu.
Uyo Uko.
Yes.
What would you say to such a person? Because that doesn't always work out.
Exactly.
And many get discouraged and then they don't do anything at all because they are waiting. And then they, when I indicate the messages, I've texted so many celebrities, but nobody wants to help me.
Tufanye collabo, sindio? I would say God works in different ways to different people. Not necessarily ukianza kuimba you have to sing with a big artist for that breakthrough to come. There are so many people when wameanza kuimba without a collabo, you know, wameanza kuimba vile alivyo, and God has actually done something in their lives.
Sure.
And again, God's time is always the best. When you are doing something, Mungu akikuja kwa wakati wake, time yake inakuwa mzuri zaidi. Kwa sababu unaweza sema, I want to sing with Joyce, for example, so that nipate that breakthrough haraka. And maybe God amekuplania something different, that I want you to start the journey ukiwa peke yako, and that is how he wants to work with you. So I would say doing a collaboration is actually not bad. It's a good thing because we are in the same house, you know, we're doing the same thing for the one God. But I want you to believe in yourself, in whatever you are doing. Do it, and at the appointed time of God, atakushughulikia. Yes.
Okay, that's great. And I think the other thing that stands out about you is, you know, by the way, this lady, as young and fine as she looks, is a mother to some very grown daughters.
Yes, that's
I think
true.
maybe one of them, they're either my age or even just slightly younger, if not even older.
Yeah.
But so she's young and fine, but she's a mama to some grown daughters.
True.
But I think that's also an encouragement to someone who feels like sometimes it's too late to start something. Because if you look back at your journey, 2012 is not that long ago.
Yes.
But you've been able to, you got started while you had grown children.
Yes.
And here you are still doing music today.
Yes.
Perhaps that's a point you can actually use to encourage someone who feels like they've missed their chance, either for music or for acting or, you know, to start a business, whatever it is in their life, and they're feeling, hey, I've missed out.
Time imeenda, yes.
Yeah.
I would say start wherever you are. That's what I would say, because like me, vile umesema, I started singing nikiwa niko na watoto wangu wote, the 3 children. They are grown up, vile umesema ni wasichana wakubwa and a boy. And I started singing wakiwa wote tu. And I would say if you want to start something, don't feel like miss out
Yeah.
ya kwamba time imeenda, that niko na miaka mingi, or I would have started when Joyce was starting or when Sadiq was starting to ku scratch, ningeanza those times. Hapana, anza sahi, because Mungu anafanya kazi kwa wakati wake, just like I said before. Time yake inakuwa the best, and when you feel like you really want to do it, that time ndio Mungu anataka uanzie. So usione kama time imeenda, anzia hapo hapo. God is going to do an amazing thing ndani yako.
Amen.
Yes.
And I think another thing that a lot of people can look up to you for is God has really favored you to be able to make music with some really big names in the industry. And you've done quite a few collaborations, which has been great. Tell us the secret of a good collaboration.
Like the ones that I've done, the collaborations that I've done, I've actually never planned for any of them. Naeza sema, the secret to a good collaboration is when you let God plan it for you.
Okay.
Not just looking at somebody alafu useme ya kwamba nimeona Joyce ama nimeona Janet ama nimeona Christina, for example, anafanya kazi mzuri. I know if I sing with her, na mimi nitafanya nini. When you let God work for it, because I've never planned for any collabo.
Wow.
Mungu waga anazileta kwa wakati wake within a very short notice actually.
Okay.
Inakuanga ni kitu ni kama saizi tu tuseme Joyce, I think we can just go and do that collabo. Alafu inafanyika, unakuta Mungu anaishughulikia in a way. So usiweke tight sana than it has to be so and so. So I have to sing with Janet, I have to sing with the Joyce, I have to sing with I have to DJ na Sadiq, unaona, so that ikae vizuri. There's a way God anafanya vitu. Just take your time and patia Mungu wakati wake, alafu atakushughulikia.
Right, right. And in considering now the struggle that 2020 has been, a lot of artists are really discouraged. They've not maybe had platforms, they've not been earning as much, so even going to studio has been really, really hard. How have you sort of kept yourself in this season of 2020, and any advice for those who are now just like, hapa Mungu sasa mimi na wewe, wacha tuongee 2021?
Yeah, I would say 2020 has been something like to everybody else. A lot of people have lost their jobs. Not just that is have been at home, hakuna gigs and all that. But if you check around, you'll notice that most people have not been going to work, and people have gone through a lot of stuff, and a lot of people are really feeling discouraged out there, that things are not working. Like so many families wanakosa chakula, wanakosa rent, wanakosa so many things. So as kama muimbaji, I would say imetu affect kiasi kikubwa, and that people are not having the gigs. Like umesema, we are not going to the studios, we are not releasing music or producing music as the way tumekuwa tukifanya. But again, naiangalia in a different way, that I think God wanted to teach us something, because it came so abrupt. We never prepared for it. Unaonanga ile kitu imekuja ikihit tu, inapita. So nobody actually knew something like that, like this is coming. And so I would say that God is never surprised na kitu ikifanyika. He's so much aware of this. He knows why this thing came at this particular time. And for some time, people felt like God was quiet. Hakuwa quiet, he was teaching us something. So I would say let's keep our trust in God. And maybe you're just going through something and you're just feeling like mwisho imefika. No, mwisho haijafika. The fact that you're still alive, you're breathing, and you are corona haijakupitia wewe, si ndio? Haijakupata. We are so sorry to the people that may experience, but God has done something. Nataka ujitie moyo. We are also here. Tumeketi, tumefanya kazi, tumekuwa ndani ya nyumba, si ndio? You've also been at home, si ndio?
Well, I've been here for after the show.
After the show, unakaa tu nyumbani, no going to other places. Or at least the country is opening up, and we thank God for that. So don't lose hope. God is still with us, and atushughulikia. That's why we are still alive up to this time.
Amen.
Yes.
On the show, we've talked a lot about pressure that, people in the industry feel. Okay, I mean, a lot of people do feel, especially I think people who are just getting in, young guys really trying to start off. We've talked a lot about the pressure that comes with kujulikana. And that comes with fame and being out here in the public. I don't know if you experience that for yourself, and if so, how do you keep it in check? How do you manage that? Because kuna ile pressure ya hata in corona you're expecting us to come out of limousines and to be wearing the latest fashion, and watu wamesota. So I don't know if you also get to experience those challenges, and if you do, how do you keep them at bay so that it doesn't change who you are as a person, it doesn't cause you to then compromise on your values or the message that you're now singing, because you're trying to, you know, shift things into the line that huku ndio watu, you know, it's like koi legs, huku ndio watu wanatengeneza pesa. Ama
I get it. Pressure inakuwa kubwa sana.
Very high expectations.
Yeah, ni mpaka
I don't know, how do you handle that?
I think ile kitu ambayo imenisaidia sana is just be yourself. When you are doing these things, ukiwacha the pressure ikuje, itakuconsume.
Right.
Na ikikuconsume, it will turn you into something else. So this is how I'm handling it. I just want to be myself, the way Mungu ameniita, the way I'm doing it, but at the same time sijasema ujiachilie, just do what you're supposed to do, usiingie kwa pressure. It's actually there. Bila umesema kwa the young artists or young ministers, it is actually very much there, but I would advise that you just be yourself, do that which ulikuwa umeitwa kufanya, just do it, and don't listen to all these things out there ya kwamba you have to be in a certain way, you have to do this, you have to do that. This pressure mimi nimeshaiona sana. If you allow the pressure kuingia, you are going to miss it, and you're going to miss the point, to miss why you are here, what you're supposed to be doing. So I would advise kila mtu ambaye ako pale nje anasikiliza, in whatever you are doing, stay away from the pressure, kwa sababu hapo tu ndio mwanzo wa kupotea. Exactly. Yes.
Absolutely. Sadiq, I don't know if you want to add anything to that, but you've stated it quite well, but any other thoughts or questions that you may have?
I think maybe encouragement anaweza kuwa tunayo kwa miupenda ladies wakiwa kwa show wa address ladies, especially young ladies. Kuna hiyo story ya pressure, especially with social media, because anaangalia naona mama anaishi life fulani, mimi nataka niishi hiyo life within.
Kwanza umetutisha na hizo mpya. Tumekuona hapo kwa private jet.
Oh my God, I tell you, but it is well. Na ako ka private jet.
Umetusumbua.
Inaleta pressure.
Umetusumbua.
Inaleta pressure. Hapo ndio sasa nasema ya kwamba do what you can do at that particular time. Si ndio? Fanya ile unaweza, kwa sababu nikienda kuangalia vile mtu amekuwa juu ya hii nyumba akifanya kazi yake, and I also want to be kwa hiyo juu ya hiyo nyumba. I don't know ulipandaje juu ya hiyo nyumba ukafika hapo. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Nitapata shida, nitatoka pale, nitaanguka, nitaumia. So ndio maana nasema ya kwamba just be yourself, do what you can do. Usiangalie hiyo private jet ya Janet Otieno. Don't worry, amefanya tu hiyo, ni pia ameweza kufanya hiyo. Just do what you can do. Ile ambayo unaweza fanya, if you can, kama unaweza simama chini ya mti ukifanya video yako, simama hapo chini ya mti, piga video yake, fanya na roho yako yote. I'm telling you, mkono wa Bwana. Piga hiyo video yako chini ya mti, itoe hapo. Kama unaona Joyce amevaa, unamwona tu the way akivaa ma designer shoes, anajiweka hapa poa sana. Don't worry, Joyce anakupea pressure for nothing. Weenda pale kamtushi. Ni ukweli. Inaleta pressure, unaona?
Huyu mama hata akivaa gunia anakaa tu vizuri.
Sasa atakupea pressure, unaenda kutafuta hii sweater yake. Don't worry. Enda pale, chukua ile yako, piga pasi.
Kabisa.
Put that one on. You look amazing in that. And we love you the way you are. So usijali, usisumbuke na mwingine.
That's right.
Exactly. I think in a minute tu naweza penda we encourage, especially the young ladies wale kuna wale wako na different talents, kuna wale pia wangependa kuingia kwa muziki kama wewe na Joyce. Kuna wengine maybe wana feel discouraged because of one issue or another. Na pia changamoto pia tu kwa wasanii, encouragement ile unaweza wapatia kwa hii season 2 kwa ambayo si rahisi sana.
Nianze na labda kuna wale ambao wako na talent pale nje, wangependa kuja tufanye huduma pamoja, si ndio? Na labda wanakuwa encouraged, wanakuwa discouraged, wanashindwa jinsi gani ya kuifanya. Naweza nikakwambia kwamba huduma iko kwa ajili ya kila mmoja. Hakuna wale ambao walipendelewa sana na Mungu ya kwamba wakiingia wakifanya itafanya vizuri. ama wakiingia wakifanya wao ndio wanafaa. If you feel kabisa that the Lord has called you into this ministry, unataka kuifanya, we welcome you so much.
That's right.
Karibu, because I usually say that there are a lot of microphones out there that inatakana kushikwa tukiimba, and mimi and Joyce na wengine hatuwezi tukaishika peke yetu.
That's right.
We need a lot of people to come so that we can serve. Again, we have, tuko na jukwaa mingi sana, the pulpits are there. Yani ni kama tu iko kila mtu, even if we tukiamka today kila mmoja arushwe ka every place ya kiimba, all of us will fit. So you are so much welcome. Come and do it, because I believe for you to feel that you want to do something, you want to sing, God has put something in you.
Right. So
karibu sana, let's do it. And to my fellow ministers out there, fellow ministers out there, wenye wanapitia pressure saizi now that there is corona, and a lot of people, you know, getting that something the way we've always been doing, though we are not doing the ministry for something, but it's always part of what we are doing, inapatikana, si ndio? Naisa nikawatia moyo ya kwamba akujaribika jambo. Things bado ziko sawa. Mungu alituweka kwa pause kidogo so that we can concentrate. And I think it's also a good time to communicate na Mungu, pata connection yako with God, the intimacy with God iongezeke sana, so that when we come back now kwanza kazi, we are good to go.
Fantastic. Wonderful. I want to read one SMS here, and then we're going to invite you to sing your brand new song for us. It was released about 3 weeks ago. It's called Nitangoja. But someone here says, hey Joyce and Sadiq, Mom Janet has been an inspiration to everyone out here. Tunapenda song zake. Tell her to keep it up. And finally ask Sadiq anicheze the collabo by Janet and Wisdom. Wasema itakubless. Thank you for that. Mom, of course, people can find you on YouTube. But before then, let's get to hear this song, Nitangoja.
All right.
Karibu sana.
Asante.